Anelugo, Anamachamago, Anaputago, Ife Mebego, Imakoni, 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 looking at Papa, whatever, more season. Now we day, yeah. Now we day, yeah. It's a couple of bullion, now we day, yeah. Messy to see the weekend, now we day, yeah. If you got the phone for I need you, I back up, but they no love for man. You no got no choice. If you got the package, I need you, I back up, but they belly. Security confirm, the man who done that, you know, the man I mess with, but over that, you can't find it, and I hope you were on the bed, you go. I'm sure I'm to see what I'm on the Tilora, I'm done one day, but I'm done one day. One I yes, one full option, no double silencer. If I'm a no double condenser. If I need to go, no kitchen, no muscle. I can't go in shower, put them with me some. The whole of men no shirike. Dama, and a man no one if, and a massive one undo. No papa gonna go, men a bundle. Fabia Kizwa, Fana Mena Cash,
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to this epoch-making event, NAIP House Commissioning Ceremony. I wish to congratulate us here and to inform us that we have a permanent address. We have a permanent address. And if you came here using numbers 1B, Ike Goat Street, that will be the last time you do it. From now onwards, you just write NAIP House. Piam, turn right, turn left, and you are here.
Permit me to start my welcome address with this set of quotes by the following individuals. Namely, Sri Shimoy, a poet and a spiritual leader, who said impossibility is only in the mind, not in the heart. The second quote is from Abraham Lincoln, who said nothing is impossible to a willing heart. And lastly is the quote from Antonio de Saint-Exupéry that said, you must not be afraid to dream. You must dream with all your heart. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, special guests of honor, and noble men and women of this great pharmacy profession, I want to state unequivocally that our current NAIP chairman, Pharm Honorable, has exemplified and lived out this quote today. And the outcome of his dream is what we are witnessing before us all today. I, as the chairman of this NAIP House Commissioning Committee, came into the picture of becoming part of this dream when the NAIP national chairman beckoned on me to assist him in realizing this dream. He told me he has a NAIP council meeting in a week's time and that he needs to make a presentation about this house project at that meeting. That the then committee he set up for the NAIP house project has stayed for almost 6 months without any action witnessed by him. Myself and the new NAIP House Project Committee, set up by this same chairman, then took up the challenge, and we came back to him with recommendations, which included the following: where to situate the secretariat, how to raise the funds, and many more recommendations in alignment with the terms of reference given to us by him. All these were achieved within the same 1 week he requested us to work. This then serves as the catalyst the national chairman needed to pursue this lofty dream. And again, being a man of convictions and a go-getter, he went to town and with all the necessary connections at his disposal, started hunting for a suitable building. Simultaneously, he pursued the generation of the needed funds to acquire the building when it was eventually obtained. So to cut the long story short, NAIP House is no longer a dream, but a reality.
It is with immense pride and deep gratitude that I welcome you to this historic occasion, a monumental achievement in the life of our great association. After 47 long and impactful years, the Association of Industrial Pharmacists of Nigeria, NAIP, has acquired its first permanent property. This landmark acquisition, located in the heart of Lagos, marks a significant turning point for NAIP, providing a solid foundation for expanded influence, operational efficiency, and sustained growth. Founded in 1977, NAIP has been a central force in the advancement of industrial pharmacy practice, promoting best practices in pharmaceutical manufacturing, regulatory affairs, distribution, research, and innovation. Despite its pivotal role, NAIP operated for 47 years without a permanent base of operation, a limitation that did not dampen our impact but underscored the need for a more stable and symbolic base. Why does it matter today? Our new National Secretariat in Lagos is not just a structure, it is a legacy. It is a testament to the perseverance of our past and present leaders. I'm happy most of them are seated here. It gives us the foundation to expand our impact and better serve our members and the broader healthcare system. It also provides a platform for the association to, 1, host industry-specific training, strategic and collaborative forums. 2, enhance administrative efficiency and continuity in leadership transition. 3, foster a stronger identity and sense of belonging among members. And last but not least, attract partnerships and funding for pharmaceutical innovation and advocacy. It will feature a specialized library dedicated to pharmaceutical technology, a showroom for displaying research output from member companies, and a research center to foster collaboration between NAIP and its fellow technical arms. We have already started doing this with NAPA, and you know that we have 2 or 3 products already out there waiting for final commercialization process with NAFDAC. The road ahead. With this acquisition, NAIP is poised to amplify its voice in national health discourse and pharmaceutical policy. The association leadership has reaffirmed its commitment to driving local pharmaceutical production, regulatory compliance, and innovation. And now with a permanent home base from which to launch our future initiative. We express our heartfelt appreciation to the many hands and hearts that made today possible. First, we recognize and appreciate the chairman, national chairman of NAIP. Please, if you are here, can you stand up? Former national chairman of NAIP, we are seated here. Please, can you stand up for? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can see that. You laid the groundwork for the growth we now enjoy. Your vision continues to guide us. To the NAIP House Acquisition Committee, thank you for your tireless effort, Eugene, and your team. You did a wonderful job. Your unwavering commitment throughout the entire process is highly recognized. You have made history. A special thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to Sir Ike Onyechi, PSN. Let me say this, and for more clarity purposes, and of course, Sam Obachuku, a fellow of the society. When we tried to acquire this place, we encountered some challenges. The money with us was not within the reach. In short, we have about 50 million naira outstanding. And we don't have the money to pay immediately. So we told the owner of this property, who is also the onyor of this one here, luckily for us, this man knows most of the men of timber and caliber here. He happened to be from the same village with Sir Ike Onyechi Abatete in Anambra State. So he just put a call to our BOT member here. Ike Onyechi is also a member of Board of Trustees of NAIP. And Ike told him in clear terms, allow NAIP to move in. Whatever is outstanding, be it 50 million naira or 100 million naira, if they don't pay, I, Ike Onyechi, will pay you that money. Please, Officer, please, can you stand up for special? Honestly, I did not add anything, I did not remove. This is the way it happened. And lo and behold, not only him, our colleague, pharmacist Sam Obachuku, also from the same side, talked to him. And a lot of things were made easier for us. So we went to the extent of giving the man a post-dated check till the 30th of March this year to pay up. But I want to assure you that that money was vacated before 15th of January.
The Association of Industrial Pharmacists of Nigeria, they didn't just come of age, but they've shown what I call excellence in the area of pharmacy practice by not just doing what they know they can do, but showing us that they have a permanent address now. And I dare say that, Mr. President, in case you miss your way to Pharm, this is a permanent address. You can easily come here. I want to use the opportunity to thank all the contributors. We've heard how the contribution was made, and also for the chairman of BOT and all his members for piloting and working closely with my friend Ken. Today is not a day of speeches, but to acknowledge the fact that the industrial pharmacist has always been a solid rock to pharmacy practice and activities of PSN. And for that, we are indeed very grateful. That was why during my time as president, I made efforts to attend all their programs so that when I visit them when necessary, they won't shut their doors at me. But on a more serious note, I want to say, sir, Ken, you've done well. I remember I said you must leave a legacy behind. And I'm happy you made a statement. This is the first permanent property. What that means for somebody like us who are teachers in the university, we conduct experiments, we take the results, we analyze and present our findings appropriately. Now he has presented what he has done, and he says it's the first permanent property. So I would expect the person coming to be thinking of a second permanent property, which will be an expansion of what we have seen. And I'm happy that the chairman, my friend Pharmaceutical, said we should dare to dream. Dream big. Don't worry how you achieve it, but if you have people who you can reason with, they will enable you to achieve that. I will end up by saying that I'm sure when we were asked to go to Gombe, many of us had, trembling feet. In fact, in my neck, many people didn't want us to. I heard people saying, it's just not possible, there are no flights. Why should we go take it to the east or bring it to Lagos? I dreamt big, and I like pursuing the impossibles. And I can assure you, like the College of Past Presidents said, it's one of the best conferences that we've had since time. And I really want to thank my immediate past president, then our beloved Sam, for choosing Gombe, because it has remained in the annals of pharmacy. So we must be ready to do the impossible, even if you face opposition. Do what you believe you should do. The Sambalas cannot disturb you. On that note, NAIP, more grease to your elbow. I will continue to give you all the support that you need.
We pharmacists are proud of pharmacy. We members of the glorious PSN, Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. As men of honor, we join hands for pharmacy. Pharmacists, we are there. Health sector, we are there. Industry, we are there. Education, we are there. Just name it, we are there. Nigerians, we are there.
Pharmacist Ken Onwebu, the chairman of NAIP, is relentless, because the moment he set a date for this commissioning, he kept, is it harassing, I'll call it, bombarding me and reminding me of the date. Once in a while, he'll call to remind me. I should remember that the commissioning is for 15th April. I say, I will not forget. So when we were going to Sierra Leone last week, he called. I told him we'll be back before then. We came back since on the 12th, and I decided not to go up north, but to stay and attend this commissioning before I go. I have been a hospital pharmacist all my working life, but the people I'm more familiar with are those in the industry, because we interfaced a lot. They were coming to knock on my doors to look for LPOs. And through that, I became more familiar with those in the industry than even some people in the hospital center. And we've had a very, very cordial and profitable relationship. I've never had any problem with anybody from the industry. If I can give you, I give you. If I can't give you, I tell you nice words. So I will not take offense. But be that as it may, I met Ken through that process. He was a young man, a rep, and he was trying to, as a rep, I was doing what I could do for him. Then the day he came and told me that he had set up his own company, we took it from there. And today, the sky is not even his limit. So I'm proud to say that I played a role in his rise. And I always feel proud when I see him succeeding. So I wasn't surprised when, as the chairman of NAIP, he kept moving from success to success until it is crowned by what we are having today as the national headquarters of Association of Industrial Pharmacists. Ken, you have done well. And your name will be written in gold in the annals of the history of NAIP. Those who have been before you, they've done their own. You've come and you've done your own. And those coming from behind should not use Ken as a yardstick. They should try and surpass Ken, so that NAIP will be growing from strength to strength. So on this note, I congratulate NAIP for this achievement. I congratulate Ken for the success of his tenure. And I congratulate PSN for having a child that has grown and become mature like NAIP. So I congratulate all of us here who are pharmacists. This is an achievement for all of us, not only NAIP. And we should look forward to one day we'll be commissioning a brand new PSN house like this, better than this one, more corporate by the grace of God. And I pray and hope that it will be done during my tenure.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've been waiting for. It's time to commission this building.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are about to officially unveil the plaque to announce the official commissioning of this building. Over to you, Mr. President.
Okay.
In the name of God, the beneficent, the merciful. It is God that makes everything possible. Ken and his executive mother have a dream to build a house for NAIP or obtain a property for NAIP. But if God had not blessed it and made it possible, they wouldn't have been able to do it. So we give glory to God for what he has done. And may this building be the beginning of better achievements for NAIP.
Amen.
So I want to spell NAIP.
Okay.
As I unveil this property. So N-A-I-P.
NAIP. Wow. Congratulations to us all.
NAIP House. This house was commissioned by the president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, PSN, pharmacist Ayuba Tanko Ibrahim, on April 15, 2025, during the tenure of pharmacist Kenneth Chinedu Onuebu. To God Almighty, we give the glory.
Here, distinguished members of the noble profession, when we started this project, we made a firm promise to our members that those who go out of their way to give extra contribution to this house project, we are going to recognize them in a solid plaque like this. And we kept to that promise. To the extent that those who gave us 50,000 naira, I want to see their name appear here. We want to keep faith to our promise, and that's what we want to unveil here. So that anytime they come here, they will know that yes, they went out of their way to make extra commitment to the funding of this project.
With all due respect, I would like to recognize my immediate past president and hand over this function to him.
My president, I can't refuse any directive. To the glory of God, we unveil this plaque, and I believe it will spur more people to donate more to NAIP, because there are still some things to be done. And also for closely working with PSN in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen. Amen.
Tẹ́lẹ̀ nínú orin tó ré kọjá, ẹni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ́mọ èèyàn fẹ́. Ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi, àgbàtọ̀mọdé ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi o, ọkùnrin tóbìnrin ẹ yọ́nú sí mi, ẹni bá yọ́nú sí mi, ṣọ́jú ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba. Ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, òun lẹ ó máa rí. Mo ní ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi, ọkùnrin ẹ yọ́nú sí mi, obìnrin ẹ yọ́nú sí mi, gbogbo ẹni bá yọ́nú sí mi ó ṣọ́jú ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba, 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 òun lẹ ó máa rí. Àánú mo rí gbà, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àánú mo rí gbà, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Èmi jáyé orí mi, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì í dẹ́ ṣe mímọ́ ṣe, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì má dẹ́ ṣe mímọ́ ṣe, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àánú mo rí gbà, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ọmọ aládé àlàáfíà, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àyìndé ọmọ aládé àlàáfíà, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ìran ẹ̀yà kìnìún Júdà, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Gbòǹgbò ìdílé Jésè, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àánú mo rí gbà, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ọlọ́run ló gbòǹgbò fọ́lẹ̀ o, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ọlọ́run ló gbòǹgbò fọ́lẹ̀, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì í ṣe fẹ́yẹ kẹ́yẹ, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì má dẹ́ ṣe fẹ́yẹ kẹ́yẹ, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ọmọ Síkírù Àyìndé Barrister, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Síkírù Àyìndé mo ń jẹ́ṣẹ́ tó rán mi o, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Lórí eré Fújì, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kò dẹ̀ ní bàjẹ́ Ọlọ́run o, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ó dúpẹ́ orí mi, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Mo máa dúpẹ́ orí mi, adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Achọrọ m ịma ayo, Ojongo Noko achọrọ m ịma ayo, Igbogoro Gbada achọrọ m ịma ayo, Ịchọwa ịma na ije na nke ịma ayo, Ijele Nageku, ayo. There is one more, not Manigeku, ayo.
Sir, making sure no mass I and I share the Sabbath on the man, a gala, a hand, yeah, man, Malona Pass, I ask, Basana Pass, I'm just Malona Lata, I'm happy faculty, Yemi Kukambale, I'm on a one uncle, Namata Macanchale, that's Macana, I want Jenny, I see you know the one for me, or was that a woman, the one of the family. I know it's easy. I saw from Monday low to Sunday. I ain't leave a call bazaar. Spending money by the bar. I'm doing one on a bar. I thought you go voice him out, but you go come and watch a look at that. I'm happy faculty. You know, Kukambale. I'm on a one uncle. Now, what's my country? That's my kind of one Jenny. I say, you know, the one for me. Or was that a woman, Ballet? You're one of the family.
I was the secretary of NAIP 1978-79. 1978-79. Now, the vision for this technical section, NAIP, was given by God to one person, and that is pharmacist A.O. Odushina, who was the marketing manager of Imperial Chemical Industries, Apapa. He was the brain behind the formation of NAIP, based on his experience with the Association of British Pharmaceutical Industry, where he studied and worked before coming back to Nigeria. Pharmacist Odushina hosted several organizational meetings in his office, Commercial Road, Apapa. Present was pharmacist H.B.K. Bob Manuel, marketing manager of Glaxo, Nigeria Limited, located at Creek Road, Apapa. Pharmacist Nat Akobundo, the marketing manager of Roach Nigeria Limited, located at Town Planning Way, Ilukweju at that time. And then pharmacist Ifeanyi Atueyi, marketing manager of RT Briscoe Pharmaceuticals, located at Creek Road, Apapa. At that time, I was serving as the editor-in-chief of Nigerian Journal of Pharmacy. So I've mentioned only 4 names here. If you have any other name you know, let me know, because I didn't see the person. After a few meetings in his office, we decided to appoint officers among ourselves. And we had A.O. Odushina as the chairman. At that time, we made him president. It was the president based on the constitution of ADPI. But it was much later, in 1979, that PSN said we cannot have the title president.
Dreams. So when you dream big. We had today. We've always known that. But why don't we always do that? Why don't we dream big? So as you go away from here, my contribution is that today you've seen what Dreaming Big has given Ken and the ESCO of NAIP. So takeaway is to dream big. Take one more leap on whatever you thought you can achieve. You can always do more. And the world is yearning. There are difficulties all over the world. I attended 2 meetings in the last 1 month. Actually, I left 15th and came back 14th. So just 1 month. From John Maxwell's leadership training to the Nigeria British Chamber of Commerce had a mission to UK. Actually, we were in Cambridge for part of the program. I had some lectures. And critical or very important to me was that lecture on AI, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, and other such terminologies we are expounded. So I want to leave what we're saying and remind us that the world is moving. They're not waiting for us. So from there, I'll come back to the day. The world is waiting. Even Chamber of Commerce. The first day activity was lectures from some professors in Cambridge, right in Cambridge. And while there too, I heard about the one organized by past Chairman Lulu. So we're not sleeping. But I want us to take it more seriously so that next time such thing comes up, we should do something more.
God is wonderful. When I was the president, I always challenge all the technical arms of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria to leave all this kind of rent palaver. I challenge them to own their own property. And I challenge all of them. Luckily enough, ACPN commissioned its own building on the 6th of June, 2016. And when I saw Ken, naive as it is, becoming flashy, richer than Nahav and Nafa, I say it must be. And thank you, you have done that. And beyond this, what challenged me also, when I came in, I said, all our properties must be developed. Olumide bought 2 plots at Lekki Gardens, Kakas. I completed all of them. Then Victoria Island, it was almost swallowed. God in his infinite mercy, I was able to retrieve the title document, and immediately I started self-financing. Then I plug off second phase. The first phase was done by Oko of Abuja property. I started the second phase. And today, as it is, I'm the chairman fundraising committee of West African Pharmaceutical Pharmacists, Postgraduate College of Pharmacists. They want to build bigger than this. They want to build a research center. They want to build a secretariat that will cover with conference center. So I pray to God, may God make it easy for NAFA, AHAV, and West African Postgraduate College Pharmacists to own their own properties. Honestly, today, we are not only celebrating this building, but it shows our unity. It shows our purpose. We want to be together. We want to own our own property so that we will have a hub where we can exchange ideas, where we can network, where we can help one another. We have to continue to be brothers and sisters keepers. If somebody is going down, we bring him up.
It is only in a place where we can sit comfortably, we can be able to see and watch and help one another. So I'm happy that today we have this structure, which is a hope for networking, a hope for progress, a hope for all kind of innovation. It's not only to hold the meetings. We need to have a small place for innovations where we can exchange ideas, where we can brainstorm with bold ideas, and together we can come up with so many solutions. It's not how mighty, how big the building is, but definitely the ideas that vibrate in the whole building will help NAIP. NAIP and PMD Man, they are twin brothers. They will continue to work together. They will come here, you will go there, partner, so that together we are strong.
We thank God that all the pharmacy industry, what they have in mind, they achieve it. And when Ken is coming, I told him, Ken, what you are doing a legacy for the children to emulate. Forget about where Nigeria is going, but do something during your tenure so that if you lay a very good legacy, the name will continue glorify. So, and he did it. With God, everything is possible. So we now say, thank God for Ken, of what he did today for the pharmaceutical industry.
Great people all around there, and we're really, really happy to have you all to celebrate on this occasion with NAIP. So let me therefore invite you to please rise with your glasses. Just imagine you're holding champagne glasses.
Shall we rise? Your glass, plastic cups have been converted to champagne glasses.
As we toast to the health, to the success of NAIP, and let me say, more cheers, no tears to NAIP.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Cheers, no tears. Cheers, sir. So I want to say very big congratulations to you, Ken. And we look forward to another great successor in NAIP. You remember always, you have not succeeded until you have another forward-looking successor. And it's a culture of excellence has evolved on this template now. We must keep it, we must maintain it. Thank you very much all.
So to NAIP, hip, 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 hip. Hip, hip, hip!
So I'd like to thank Ken. Ken has been somebody I knew many years. And you can't talk about Ken without talking about commitment. Where is Ken? Commitments. Quiet and humble, but a powerful man at that. Oh, he likes women. That's what you're telling me.
No, it's women that like him, oh, please.
I'm sure this is the foundation house for NAIP, and that in the next 5 years, as we said, and I have also been told, because when I saw this, I was asking, somebody talked about success and successor. You can't do success without a successor. And I'm very, very happy. He pointed at somebody who possibly will be the successor, and I'm glad. We're going to be something else. I'm sure in the next 5 years, we're going to be called to open another beautiful location. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, NAIP. Thank you, pharmacy.
Pharmacy is a blessed profession. And one of the things that makes pharmacy unique is the kind of training we receive at school that prepares us to face the world. Our curriculum is fairly expansive and gives us the ability to adapt. And that's why we're both professionals and we're also businessmen. Pharmacy is the only profession that when you come out of school, you are trained to be a professional and also sort some aspects of business management. And it's never a surprise when pharmacists achieve and accomplish in different facets of human endeavor. We're here to share in the great accomplishment of the Association of Industrial Pharmacists. One critical thing here is that what we are seeing today did not start today. Foundations have been laid by predecessors of my friend Ken, and it has built on that foundation. If those foundations were not laid, he wouldn't find a platform to start building this. He'd probably be looking for how to sort out other rudimentary issues with NAIP. So I want to thank all those who came before you, and many of them are here, for laying the foundation that sets you free to build. I mean, if you are hungry, you won't be looking for building a house. You build a house when you already have at least eaten, and maybe train your children, or you start training them. So I want to add that. So it's in every facet of human endeavor. There must be a history of the past, the present, and the future. And nobody really can do all. You do your bit as God gives you the enablement, and other people, you pray they do better than you did. So, Ken, well done. You've moved the ante, and we are praying that, as pointed out by Vice President Okwo, your successor will not draw us back, but will move us forward. That's our prayer.
I want to say, on behalf of NAPA, that we are glad to be here, to be a part of this history-making event. And we want to also congratulate the leadership of NAIP, led by Pharm Ken Onwebu, and his team for what we are seeing today. Indeed, we are glad. It's not an easy task that they have been able to accomplish. As we also aspire to something like this, we key into what is being done here today. That a day will come to when we will call everyone like this, come and help us and join us and appreciate God for what they are doing for us. So I want to say thank you to Ken and his team. And I want to appreciate these wonderful men and women that have gathered here today to be part of this epoch-making event. We say we are happy. And as I'm going back, I will go back with the wonderful news of what God has done in this place today to my members, in the hope that they will be gingered up to also dream big like NAIP and do great things for pharmacy.
It is with immense joy and a deep sense of responsibility that I, on behalf of the National Executive and the entire membership of the Association of Community Pharmacists of Nigeria, extend our warmest felicitations to the National Association of Industrial Pharmacists, NAIP, on the historical occasion of the official opening of the NAIP House. This landmark achievement is an attestation to your unwavering commitment to excellence, professionalism, and the advancement of industrial pharmacy practice in Nigeria. It also reflects the strength of vision, unity of purpose, and dogged determination that NAIP continues to demonstrate in driving innovation and sustainable growth within the pharmaceutical sector. The opening of the NAIP House is more than the unveiling of a physical structure. It is a symbol of progress, resilience, and a renewed focus on the strategic role of industrial pharmacists in ensuring access to safe, efficacious, and high-quality medicines for the Nigerian populace. It stands as a beacon of hope and pride for the entire pharmacy profession. As your sister association, the SCPN shares in your joy and celebrates this milestone with you.
na menu donyi runi gama obole telu chim chim ewo pute kashara nenu makalonya na kwero kekwe awe wasie kino neme one ife nebe kanebe ifuko na do isi get level ndagaba lele lele makwele lele makwele gai chokole imani fe denede lomi fe denede na street obele ifuko na do isi get level agobagu ne chena guwe okilikili kana mukwose hey yo we got like you you cannot stop a movie train. We got like you.
I congratulate them for this milestone in the history of NAIP. Because there's a difference between being a tenant and being a landlord owning your own property. So I congratulate NAIP, I congratulate Ken for this achievement, and I hope and pray it is the beginning of better achievement in NAIP.
I feel honestly fulfilled. I feel excited. I feel tremendously good within myself and of course within the association. For the first time in the history of NAIP, we are making a bold statement and having a property we can call our own. You know that is quite something that is not achievable, but we have made it today through what I will call being persistent and remaining committed to our common goal and understanding. So honestly, if you ask me, I'm one of the happiest persons as far as the pharmacy profession is concerned today.
Ken has done pretty well, and he has been able to show that he's capable of leaving legacies behind when properly motivated. He has a team that will work closely with him. But what is for me very, very encouraging is the fact that Ken listened to us when I asked him to do this, and he worked out perfectly well. I hope other technical groups will emulate that and be able to work things better for the PSN. And NAIP have shown that they've come of age. After almost 50 years, they have a billion as we have.
I think it's something to thank God for. Today, I think I should proudly say that I'm the past president who is a member of NAIP. I came from the industrial side of the profession to become president. And therefore, it's something we are grateful to God for, and it shows how PSN is growing and how NAIP is growing. One regime after tries to do something to improve on what the previous that did. That's the way every good organization, every nation, every community should continue to aspire. So it's something praiseworthy, and we're so thankful to God, and we congratulate Ken and his executive for this bold move.
This is mind-blowing. Ken has really done great. I recall many years back when I was secretary of ACPN, and ACPN had a room, a single room in PSN National Office at 52A Ikorodu Road. So reminiscence, going back to when even the PSN had a 2-room apartment on the 3rd floor of 52A Ikorodu Road, and we were all holed up in that small apartment. Sometimes you can't even get where to park your car. And then we have moved on from there. We have moved on certainly to Pharm where PSN is now. We have property in Victoria Island. We have in Abuja. And many of the groups are having their own offices. Even many of the state branches are having offices. And really, looking back, when some people think we haven't really done, I think we've done great. The progress has been phenomenal, and we can only just thank God for Ken. I looked at the number of people who were here before Ken. There were 10 chairmen before Ken. Ken was the 11th one, 47 years old association, and Ken has made this possible. This is good for Ken. This is good for legacy. This is something that will also bring more things for Ken. He's really done great things.
History has been made. sometimes they say better late than never. You must understand that industrial pharmacists are very pivotal to whatever is perceived as a success story or stories we have in organized pharmacy. It is the goose that lays the golden egg, if you understand, as sponsors in the entire value chain of pharmacy practice. And I had a chat with the incumbent chairman. I had a chat with him and I was like, well, this is coming a little late, but like I said, better late than ever. And I think the quality of the property in question probably is one that blows your mind. If you're a Lagosian, you know this is a very good location, a very serene neighborhood for the type operations that naturally would hold the National Secretariat. I have no doubt that this is the ideal place. I have no doubt that this is the beginning of a glorious dawn, or a more glorious dawn, as a matter of fact, because it would always be a glorious tomorrow for the Association of Industrial Pharmacists of Nigeria.
I'm the most happiest person today because when I was the president of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, I challenged all the technical arms, Academy Pharmacy Association, Hospital Pharmacy, Association of Community Pharmacy, and indeed NAIP, Industrial Pharmacies. I challenged them to stop being tenants. They should own their own property. Luckily enough, PSN, you know, we have property in Abuja, we have in BI, we have at GK Street. So this guy, the chairman of ACPL, Albert Alkali, accepted the challenge and made sure he bought a house, commissioned it on the 6th of June 2016. I was so happy. Then, even after I was out of office, I continued to push them. So today, I'm so happy that Ken Oneba, who is the chairman of NAIP, has accepted that challenge, and we now commission this house to the glory of God. So I admonish them to see this house as a place where they will be exchanging bold ideas, where they will be sharing knowledge, where they will have start-up businesses from here. It's not just about a secretariat to have meetings and go. No, we have to be innovative. We have to see where we can train others and let it be like a current good manufacturing practice seminar, about pharmacovigilance seminar, about how to start small-scale industry. All this place should be a place where you can hatch it. So when you have everybody coming here, you can even have a small gymnastic room where they can exercise. You know, you have to, if you want to keep fit, you have to be exercising and so on. So I'm happy that it has come to fruition, and it will be a place for sharing knowledge, to be a place for transformation, to be a place for networking, to be a place where everybody will be coming regularly to see one another, to continue to lift those who are going down. You know, when you see each other, you will be able to know who is going up, who is going down. So as brothers and sisters keepers, we'll be able to help each other.
We heard the testimonies of former presidents and other people who have known Ken. I also told you that I've known him since he was a young man when he was a rep. And I've been watching him grow from leaps and bounds to where he is now. And I can tell you that there are more places up for him to be if he continues with his trajectory, because he's very humble. Very, very humble. He's very important in human relations. So I wish him the best. I wish him the best even when he hands over, because I look forward to seeing him at the national level of PSN as one of the key officers of PSN.
Okay, when I took the mantle of leadership about 4 years ago, I did not actually come up with so much or many promises. I kept my promises simple. One, to build a united, focused, and peaceful association, NAIP. Two,
I made a commitment that before I step down, honestly, I must have something like this. So if you ask me, one of the things that gladdens my heart that today, I think I can rightly say that NAIP has continued to grow from strength to strength from day one. We are stronger today than yesterday. We are united today than yesterday. We are more focused today than yesterday. And I can tell you, members of NAIP, if you do an opinion poll, they are also more satisfied and happier today than yesterday. We are moving forward. And that single goal or key objective of leaving a legacy, honestly, as I said, I feel honestly, genuinely happy and satisfied that today we are celebrating it. So, looking back, I'm a fulfilled man.
NAIP has a tremendous future because having built the secretariat, they have now established the institution is transforming into some sustainability. Because when you have a house and a place of abode, it settles one of your major needs. The landlord won't ask you to move, people won't relocate you. So they have a permanent address, they can be reached. People want to do business with them, knowing that they have a permanent address that can be reached, improves their confidence. So they'll have more people willing to do business with them. They can communicate more both internally and externally. So it will boost their image, boost their creditworthiness, and their also appeal to the international and local businesses. So it shows that NAIP is going to grow faster than it has grown and will achieve more, especially in attracting investments in the industry and also ensure that professional practice related to the industry also improves. That is what I think will develop from this.
NAIP has been lucky in the leadership selection in these last stages of it. They found men and women who are very sacrificial in what they are doing. And as I said, I know the man that is coming after Ken, and I don't want to quantify what he will do. He certainly will do beyond Ken.
If there's something you need to give to Ken, I want to say that Ken is the general when it comes to relationship management. It is not an easy thing to have a collection of 5 past presidents under one roof for one occasion outside of a national conference of affairs. And that tells you the type of person Ken can be. He's not aggressive, but he is a goal getter. If he sets his mind on a mission, he makes sure he gets it, he just gets it done. And you know, that's a very key aspect in leadership, in governance, architecture. Ken is the type of leader who believes in connectivity of empathy. And I've seen that with regards to his members when there are challenges and all that. You see that passion to make sure things are well with members in the Association of Industrial Pharmacist bracket. I guess that is his biggest strength. And as he begins to gradually wind down, I can only wish him the very best in other assignments that will naturally come his way, both within and outside the profession. You know, the truth is, like they say, you are not yet successful if you do not have a credible successor. These days, our nation is leading with value migration and therefore suffers from a lot of credibility anemia. And the challenge, therefore, is that Ken must, devoid of emotional powers, champion the emergence of a fit and proper person, like we always say, in organized service, to take over the reins of leadership. There are a lot of good people in our industry, and sourcing for that type of leadership should not pose any challenge at all.
He has all the attributes of a good leader. He's a good listener, and he's very friendly. That is why he attracted, you can imagine, 5 past presidents and the current one to be in attendance of this commission. If it's somebody that doesn't have the qualities to attract people, he will not be here. You can see the pen I take
to be here. So many cancellations of my flight, but I made it a duty that yes, this is somebody that wherever you push him, he will go. If you invite him, he will come. So, and he organizes fantastic show for NAIP. All the conferences is of international standard. I'm not surprised because I met him in America, and luckily enough, we tried to bring him back home, and he came back home, and we use him in some areas before he takes over as the chairman of NAIP. So he has all the qualities of a good leader. He's not greedy, he's not selfish, he's very honest, straightforward. He will tell you the way it is. So that really helps him. And then as a leader, I can see he has this mutual respect for each other. But the best thing as a leader, you must be honest. Don't touch their money. If you don't touch their money, they will respect you and money will come. It's not that when you run after money, or when you put your hands into the coffers of the association, you think you will be rich. You will be poor and they will never respect you. But this guy respected himself. He was so honest as a leader. He will go in the next 2 months. So I'm happy with his leadership, and we're all over for him. And I hope he will get a good successor. If he goes without a good successor, it will be terrible for life. It will be terrible for this beautiful edifice. It will be terrible for the society, and we are not going to be happy. So we are pushing him to get a good successor. Luckily enough, they always have a fantastic election. Sometimes I used to tell them that, look, if Nigerian politics will come and learn something from NAIP and PSN, it will go a long way.
Any organization that chooses its leaders based on sentiment is bound to fail. You should look dispassionately at who they are, their antecedents, what you know they are capable of doing. Not because this one is from my village, this one is from my tribe, and this one is from my religion. No organization will grow if they choose their leaders based on sentiment. So I wish NAIP members will take my advice and choose a leader who can lead them to the promised land.
This is a testament of hard work, a testament of dedication, a testament of commitment. NAIP, we've been staying in rented office for a very long time. So when this administration came on board, we made our vision clear. Under the leadership of Pharmaceutical, the drive, the push to achieve this started from the first day we assumed the office as the executive of Industrial Pharmacies of Nigeria. So this is a testament of commitment to duty. My work is to assist the chairman drive his vision. And as a CEO for almost 2 decades, what I've been doing is driving vision. So I assisted the chairman to drive this vision of achieving this project today. And if I assume the chairmanship of NAIP by June, I can tell you that there's a lot in stock. We and the ESCOs at that point will achieve before we hand over the baton.
A very, very encouraging proof that industrial pharmacies are really doing big in Nigeria. They built their own house, even though, funny enough, ACPN built theirs over 6 years ago, and we're happy. There are technical groups under PSN, just like ACPN, and it's encouraging to see that the executive is moving forward, that money is being spent in accountable ways. I'm happy, I'm encouraged, and I expect all other industrial pharmacies to be proud of what has happened. And I encourage other technical groups to also borrow a leaf from this and do better. Working for like 4 years now, and I've known him as a complete gentleman, a pharmacist with vision who wants better things for all those in his technical. I've seen him practice. I've seen how he has run NAIP very, very effectively. So I'm wishing him the best as he steps aside to his time. And I'm praying that someone who will take NAIP even further will take over from him.
Something that one can't just but be happy about. I'm very happy to be here to witness this history being made today. And I give it to my colleague and brother, Mrs. Ken Onwebu, for his visionary leadership. He's dogged, he's resilient. You know, he dreamt big, and today we're seeing the reality on ground. And I'm happy about it, very happy. And I wish that other technical arms too will take a leap from him, learn from him, and do the same in other sectors of PSN.
I would say Pharmacist Ken is someone that is a go-getter, and whatever he wants to do, he gets it done. So I happen to have a similar vision, similar drive. So whenever he calls me, I don't hesitate to answer him and get involved in anything that will make history or that will make this association to go higher. So I would say his leadership skill has been fantastic. He has come up with a lot of innovative ideas. The first in so many instances. He has always been at the forefront. And that particular drive is infectious. Whenever he says he wants to get this thing done, some of us that may be feeling reluctant will be energized because you will see the leader taking the lead and doing it. So you won't have any other choice but to key in. So I would say his leadership of this period is so exceptional, and he has been able to live up to that expectation. And he's living with a very big landmark. It's not an easy thing to have this NAIP secretariat, because when we started, a lot of people felt it was not possible, and that was why in my opening welcome address today, there were a committee that felt it was not possible. He set it up and they were not doing anything, but when he called me, because I was also convinced that it was possible, so I went to town and we were able to get what he needed, and today we are all celebrating this achievement.
Ken has made history today. I said it when I spoke earlier that dreaming big pays a lot of dividends. And why does man fail to dream big? I asked a rhetorical question. I wasn't expecting an answer. But following that again was an advice for everybody here to take it as a given, a takeaway from today. That you take your dream or visions to the next level, to the next higher level. God honors diligence or big dreams, especially when they are focused towards what helps humanity. So dream big towards humanity and upliftment. Dream big, not just for your own selfish me, myself, and my family. Okay, so what Ken has done is admirable. So I would say congratulations to Ken.
Like you said, history has been made. Francis Tonego has always been a go-getter. And I think with NAIP also having their own structure, it will foster more collaboration, not just with NAIP and academia, but NAIP and all other technical arms within the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. And then, you know, with a building like this, we can now look at collaboration with also the cosmetics industry in Nigeria. So it's a wonderful thing that we have this structure. This is the kind of structure that is a fiscal structure, but has far-reaching implications in Nigerian healthcare system.
Well, to me, I think this is one of the most important and heartwarming events. You see, when you are in an association, the only thing you can show us is how prudent you are, how good you're able to manage resources, and this could be essential. So today's event is just an expression of the good leadership of NAIP and the under leadership of Pharmacist Ken. And I know that this is a very major stride that it has achieved for the association. And it is no mean feat to have this kind of an edifice in a place like this. And I can say that this is a wonderful happening in our midst, and we congratulate the entire membership of NAIP and the executive of NAIP altogether. Well, as a pharmacist and as a colleague, I know that in the last few years that he has been at the headship of NAIP, there have been quite a number of peace, and we have not had issues in the executive, in the body polity of NAIP. And I can say that he's a forthright leader. And all those is showing in the way he's able to manage gather people. Like for me, for example, I came all the way from Ibadan just to witness this occasion. And he's a man of relationship. So I can say that his leadership style is heartwarming, is good, and he's able to reach out, and he has done very well.
I think it's a momentous one, very great one indeed. Okay, Ken came on board with this as a dream, actually, and I'm glad today he has achieved it. Ken has done a good job. Of course, foundation was led, okay, so, and you know, government is a continuum, and so past chairmen and executive have done their own. NAIP was properly handled until he came to him, and then he has done a good job by putting this. This is a landmark achievement, actually. Okay, and it's going to continue. For us in NAIP, there's a statement, quote, Ken always give. If you think that what you did yesterday was good enough, then you have not started. So this is for us now, yesterday. We're going to move forward with the incoming executive by the next AGM. We hope to see more great achievements happening in NAIP, but Ken has done well.
If God's willing, by God's grace, if I assume the position of the national chairman of NAIP come June this year, I will tell you, because I was part of this exercise that brought this, we have a lot more in the lineup. And I can assure you that in the next 2, 3, 4 years, you will remember this discussion. That NAIP, we are not going back, we are moving forward. So NAIP will continue to move from strength to strength. In Jesus' name.